Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals for this week. These are going to be items that I've found that are on sale, items that even at their full price or list price I still believe to be good deals, or items that I find interesting would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. All of these items that we go over today will be linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested in any of them. I will also have two additional links that says tools and tools continue. That's going to take you to a long list of tools that I've went over in the past or other tools that I suggest. So that's all there for you guys. This is the first video after Christmas, still before the New Year's, but I hope you guys had a great holiday and got a lot of great items. But if you're still in the market for more items, we're going to be going over a few today. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. The first item up is the Vacmaster 5-gallon 5 peak horsepower shop vac. Vacmaster makes a ton of different shop vacs, and they're fantastic. They're used in the professional field all over the place, and they're a very reliable, well-known shop vac brand. This one, I really like its features. It's at its, list price of $130, not on sale. I think every once in a while you'll catch it on sale, maybe at $100. But even at the $130 price, I still think it's a fantastic option. This has 4.5 stars at 426 ratings. This is their wall-mounted remote control shop vac, which is really nice. So like if you detail your vehicle maybe in your garage or right outside your garage, this could stay, depending on where you mount it, could stay mounted on the wall. It's got a longer hose than your standard most standard shop vacs, and you can also get extension kits and things like that, so you can still reach a really long ways. The other thing that's really nice is on the end of this hose there's actually an on-off switch, so instead of having to go back over to your shop vac to turn it on or off, so it's not just sitting there running while you're like switching sides or, trying to do something else, maybe move some items, things like that, because sometimes leaving it running can be annoying. You can easily control it right there where you're at instead of going back to the shop vac, which I find to be a really, really nice feature. And the other option of it being wall mounted all the time kind of keeps it up out of the way and just makes things really simple. You can also unmount it and take it very easily. It's a 5-gallon, so it's a really good size. It's going to be very sufficient for most people. So here's everything that comes with it. You get tons of attachments with it. The wall mount, longer hose, filter. There you can read kind of everything that's included. There you can see it's wall mounted. There's the easy operation on-off switch. So this is definitely one if you're in the market for a shop vac. If you're wanting one with kind of that additional nice feature of being able to control it from where you're working at, this is definitely one to consider. There are other options out there, but Vacmaster is very well known. Next up is an item similar to what I own. I had a lot of people ask me about it when I did a garage tour and toolbox tour. Anytime it's basically seen in my videos. I have a mount that I got from Summit Racing. It's a plastic mount. Same basic idea behind it. This is just a little bit different design. So I figured I'd kind of toss this in here. Back when I bought mine, there weren't a whole lot of other options, but now there's tons of other options you can get in multiple different brands, and the price is going to range. But this one had the most positive reviews and decent pricing. So this is a grease gun holder. The one I have is a much more slim design, but I still really like this design. It gets my grease guns up off the ground, because sometimes I would store them underneath my toolbox because I didn't want them in my toolbox. With the grease tends to separate and leak out of grease guns. So getting a mount like this is really nice because it gets it up off the ground, keeps everything organized while also keeping your area clean, because anything that separates, whether it's coming from the bottom of the grease gun itself or out of the flexible shaft, it has little drip can areas, so you don't have to worry about that, which I find really handy, and I have a couple of them. So this has 4.7 stars with 439 ratings at a list price of just under $30. This is made in the USA, and that center section is for an additional grease gun tube or cartridge. But like as you can see here, here's another brand very similar to what we saw, a little bit different design here. That one's also $30. Another one here for $20. So this one is $10 cheaper, but I wanted to go with one that not only was made in the USA but also had a few more reviews, and a lot of them that you find on Amazon are only going to have a couple reviews. So I wanted to go with one of them with the most reviews. So there are other options. Just type in wall mounted grease gun or grease gun mount and you'll come across some different variations, but definitely a really handy organizer for your shop or garage. This is kind of something I thought about for those that have limited space. Maybe you don't have a 2-car garage, or your 2-car garage is very narrow, or maybe you have a single car garage, but you want to be able to work in your garage and sometimes you have very limited space. Maybe you can't have a big workbench, and that's where something like this kind of comes into play. So if you don't, maybe you just have room for a toolbox and a couple other larger items, but that kind of takes up all your space, so you don't have room for a workbench. This is where this is going to be really handy. It's wall mounted. It's just like what you would see in some campers, and some people make homemade DIY versions of this. So if you want to go that route, you can. It's a great way to have a good work area without using space all the time. So if you just need to work, you pop this up. It folds flat against the wall. You can pop it up, do whatever work necessary, but then maybe you got to pull your vehicle in, or you need room to walk around the vehicle. You can drop this down, keep everything nice and clean, yet still have usable workspace. This is at $116, not on sale. 4.8 stars with 80 ratings. There are tons of others on here. This one has a 550-pound rating. Now, obviously, I think that's going to depend on how you mount this to the wall, as long as you do it properly. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. So, as long as this mounted to the wall correctly, you should be good to go. And then I'm sure you could probably get a little bit cheaper if you just bought the mounts and then found your own tabletop, maybe like a butcher block or something like that. Here you can get just 4 mounting brackets for $110 if you supply your own top. Maybe you want to do an extra long workbench or 2 separate ones. There's a lot of different options out there. This is just a really good option for those that are really limited on their space. I figured I'd share something that I just was randomly thinking about. So last up on today's list is a product from Capri Tools. This is their 3/8 drive wobble extension set. This is a 4-piece set, and Capri Tools is one of my favorite brands. They have great pricing, great products, great warranty. I don't think I've had a negative experience with Capri Tools so far, and they've always been great to deal with. I own a lot of their stuff, so even at their full price, a lot of this stuff is definitely still worth it, but if you can catch it on sale, it's even better. So this is the 3/8 drive at $23.14, down from a list price of $30. Now, all of their extension bar sets are actually on sale right now. The 1/4-inch ones are at $25, down from $30. The 1/2-inch is at $25.20, down from $40. The 3/8 is just probably the most common, one to use in chrome. And the other thing is Capri Tools has one of the better designed wobble extensions. So a lot of the cheaper ones, or a lot of other brands, they have a very short base right there below the wobble feature, and that is to keep the socket locked in so you can use these extensions just as a standard extension. Well, a lot of the other brands out there have a much shorter base right there, and they easily fall into the wobble position. So I've tried, 2 or 3 other brands and haven't been happy with them. Capri is one of the better ones. They have a little bit longer extended base there to help you keep it in the standard extension position. But there you can kind of see it in both standard extension or straight, and then with an angle, which allows up to 15 degrees. I like that it has knurling on it. And Capri Tools does a fantastic job with their chrome as well. The beautiful job on their tools. And they also come in a nice little blow molded case, just like my gear wrench ones and my snap-on ones. This is a nicer little blow molded plastic tray. Some of the brands out there will supply one, but they're like that super flimsy, super thin, almost paper thin plastic. This is going to be a little bit thicker, a little bit more rigid. Definitely a nice little set for mid $20 prices for all 3 drive sizes. And I definitely think it's a good option. If you guys haven't checked out Capri Tools, definitely go ahead and check them out. They also have a rewards program if you check out their website. But you can actually find a lot of Capri Tools on sale on Amazon, and they have some fantastic socket sets as well, both chrome and impact. So that's it for this week. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. Once again, if you guys are interested in any of these tools, they will be linked down in the description for you guys. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.